Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 242. Today's episode is all about those first 5 games of the weekend league. We've got a new team. You can see it on screen, and we need to get stuck in with it and just test the waters, see how good it is, see if we can come away with some victories and all of that good stuff. So, if you do enjoy right at the start, you know the drill. Hit me with a thumbs up. Today we are aiming for 3,000 likes. Can you make that happen? That'll make my day. Thank you very much in advance. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Click the little notification bell so that you never miss an upload and you can become part of the early gang. So yeah, let's get stuck in. Team's looking pretty filthy, to be honest. Prem TOTS has treated us fairly well. It could have treated us a lot better, but hey, it could have been so much worse, couldn't it? Now, I've seen a lot of people's streams, a lot of people's rewards, and the amount of red Allisons I've seen is unbelievable. But I notice also when I come into weekend league games that I'm seeing a lot of red Wan-Bissakas, a lot of red Adamas, and that's what we face in the very first game. So it could be a real test, You don't know whether, when you see 2 of these red players, whether someone finished Gold 2, Gold 1, or even Gold 3, but they finish somewhere in those ranks. So, I don't know whether to be nervous if I see that, but then again, they're going to see it if they come up against me, right? And we finish Gold 2. When you should be nervous, I guess, is if you start seeing 3 or 4 of the red player picks, and then you know you're from the Prem, that is, and then you know you're playing somebody who finished Elite or like top 100 or something. And you need to be a little bit nervous about that because they're probably going to be quite a good FIFA player. But yeah, this game, it was like your classic first game of the weekend league, just exactly what you hope for. Although, the team was a little bit stronger than I would hope to face. I would say that things started clicking right off the get-go with these new players. So, I mean, Aaron Wan-Bissaka he's a right back, so I can't really ever hope and expect a huge amount from him. So I wasn't really looking to test him out and see how he was going to do. The ones that I needed to know about were mainly Kovacic and Adama Traore, right? I needed to know, is Kova really working, or do we take him out at 8 chemistry, put Ndidi in at 7 chemistry, and would that actually be better? That was kind of what I was trying to figure out. And then, is this Adama any good as a starter? Can he hold up against all these other defenders? Is he actually any good? Is his low reactions and composure, whatever it is that's not so great about him, are they good enough at this stage of the game, or should he just be one of those impact super subs like what Ryan Kent is for our club? But I have to say, game number 1, I played a lot down the right-hand side, and Adama really did cause trouble. Whether or not it's just one of those, those things which you start to, worry your opponent because you've got a 99 pace, 99 strength player who's got just the ability to absolutely leg it down the wing, and whether that drags a defender out, leaving that little gap in the middle for you to knock that ball into. If that's the case, then he can stay in the team until something better comes around, because and that might not even happen, right? He might be one of the one of the better players on this game. I do worry about the 3-star weak foot, but I mean, at least it's not the red one who's only got a 2-star weak foot, right? Has that been fixed yet? Is that going to get fixed? I don't know. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Why would they not match? Vardy and Adama's reds have less weak foot than their blues, and their blues got updated weak foots for TOTS. I wonder if that was a mistake, or I don't know. Anyway, we get the Welsh flag, and of course it's absolutely never Bale. So it was Aaron Ramsey that pops up in the pack. Apart from that one time where it was Bale, and we made loads of money because it was the start of the year, because we're on the red list. But yeah, Aaron Ramsey pops up in the pack, we'll take that, and we'll move on into the next game. So this was like my Friday games, right? This was my Friday afternoon before the new TOTS dropped. So that's why I was opening those packs. Still a chance, my final chance to get a Prem TOTS in a pack. We come up against someone who's got a few Team of the Seasons in his squad, and you never know how that's going to work out for you. So you just go in, hoping for the best, and we turn him nicely with Douglas Costa. He doesn't cover that shot at the near post, so of course we're going to smash that one into the roof of the net. Kante then knocks it into Icardi. Icardi back to Gattuso. And that's so open. I don't know what David Luiz and Joe Gomez are doing right there. Is that because I was manually controlling David Luiz and I pulled him too far over? If so, totally my bad. But he is able to get such a clean strike on the ball, like such a clean opening that he strikes the ball into the back of the net. But I think we pretty much kick off him. 15 minutes on the clock, and this game has 3 goals. And we're not done there. We get the ball back after he took kickoff. We're sprinting it down the right wing. This is Adama at his finest, by the way. Knocks it into Neymar, who is feeling clinical. I'm not going to lie. The first couple games of this weekend league, he has felt saucy. He's felt really, really good, which I love. Now, Kovacic's going to knock it into Neymar, and these games right here, so the first 3 out of 5 games in this episode felt lovely. They felt absolutely beautiful. And then you go into the last 2 games of this episode, and we'll get there in a moment, and it just feels a totally different ball game. Now, the ping that you go into the game at, exactly the same, somewhere between 16 or 14 and 24 ping. That's what I get, Sometimes I'll get 14 to 16, sometimes I get 22 to 24. Even so, that's a 5-star, 5-bar latency, and we're all good. So it should feel pretty solid, but I don't know, man. It definitely didn't. Anyway, we're into game number 3 here, and we actually turn Soyuncu with Douglas Costa to go 1-0 up. Now, this guy then knocks it into Trezeguet. I've cleared it poorly. And Ndidi knocks it into Mane. Mane's knocked it into Adama. And that right there is a beautiful strike. If my Adama can do that every now and again, I'll be a very happy man. This Trezeguet was actually a bit of a problem as well. He actually was fairly good. So I moved the goalkeeper there. But Joe Gomez, that's a howler, mate. That is an absolute howler. Him and David Luiz colliding, or him and Alisson colliding, whatever it was. Absolute howler. And we've conceded a goal to go 2-1 down before half-time, when I was 1-0 up and thought I was going to be cruising. But no, that's not the case. So second half, we have to push forward a little bit more. Douglas Costa gets through, knocks it back to Neymar. It's a beautiful ball back. And of course, it's an easy strike at that point, and the Brazilians are working so well together up front. That's why, there's going to have to be someone really good that I pack in order to make changes, because those 2 up front just do it for me. They're really good with a 5-star. Kent comes on up front and then assists Douglas Costa, who I move back to Cam. He just ball rolls the goalkeeper and puts me 3-2 up. So great, we're going to probably win this one. But then he's also got a Kent. And he's got Adama and Mane. And Mane's knocked it into Bernardo Silva, who is open and free in the box to strike on his 3-star weak foot. Come on, man. We've got to be better at defending there. And we then miss this. I mean, it's the weak foot, a 2-star weak foot of Grimaldo, who's got 68 shooting. So, I'm not annoyed that we missed it. I'm just annoyed that we missed it. If that was anyone else, we'd probably score, but it was just that player that is never going to hit the target with a weak foot like that from that distance under that pressure. So no biggie. We pushed this one into extra time, and my lone Luis Figo, who I've brought on, which is for extreme measures only, ends up assisting Ryan Kent. So we go 4-3 up. We should be winning this game. I think we've had more of it in terms of 13 shots, 12 on target. All pretty good shots as well. So I'm glad that we are actually winning. Take a look at this from Alisson, though. That's just saved me. That save has saved me. I often moan about my goalkeepers, but right there, I have to praise Alisson for a ridiculous save to pretty much keep me in it. I mean, Adama gets the goal there, and we're 4-4 at 114th minute. But we can counter at the very, very, well, I guess straight from kickoff, really. A couple of minutes later, we managed to counter him. So where's his defence gone? I guess he was on all-out attack, wasn't he, to try and get the goal back against me. And that's kind of cost him in the end there. Yeah, as you can see, he's gone fully all-out attack. So we were able to catch him on the counter when he was on his throw the kitchen sink at him method, and we've ended up winning that game 5-4. A real tough one. Messaged the guy afterwards just saying GG, because that was a good game, and I think he sent back something like GG's, annoyed that Soyuncu couldn't outmuscle Douglas Costa for that first goal. Well, I mean, if that was a rubbish goal, take a look at the one that Joe Gomez gifted to Mane, with the collision of my defenders. So Comes around, goes around. It is what it is. We've ended up winning that one 5-4 anyway. So that was 3-0. And then we move on into the next game. This was a possession player, and it was also a what I felt like a pretty delayed experience. Not like you would press the button and 3 seconds later would happen. But you know when just like the player movement and stuff kind of messes up a little bit? And they don't, and they take that touch when you've actually just tried to get like a first time pass to go out and stuff. It was sort of like one of them. So of course we had to, once we went 1-0 up, we had to try and be a little bit passive because this guy was also being very passive. It just so happens that there was a slot opening up, Neymar knocking it through to Adama. We've scored the goal and he's ended up quitting at 2-0. And I felt very lucky for that because I reckon if that guy played on, that game could have been totally different. You know, we've had 2 shots on target. He's had 2 shots on goal, none on target, but he's had loads more possession and decent passing accuracy. That game could have gone differently. I'm glad he quit. I'll take the quit, take the 2-0 win, and we'll take the 4-0. And then we move into this. So this is going to be the laggiest game of the lot. I think it even started as it went into the game menu there. But this guy managed to get red Wan-Bissaka, reds Kovacic from his Prem TOTS. He's also got a red 94 De Bruyne and a red Moses Simon. So he's had some decent red luck this year, this fella. And he's making use of them in the squad. So Douglas Costa knocks it into Neymar. I am able to scoop round the defender. I score that goal really early. And I'm like, 5-0 in the bag. This is going to be nice and easy. We're pushing forward to try and make it 2-0 here. Good save from Neuer. Can we make it happen from the corner though? That's what I'm hoping. A shoot with Henderson. Oh wait, no, it's FIFA 20, isn't it? You can't have a corner and do well from it. You always get counter attacked. I mean, look at this run from Moses Simon. He is absolutely pacey. And it's a beautiful ball in. And Heung-min Son is, of course, going to finish that one. It was just great work from Moses Simon. And we know from last week how good of a player he is. So, yeah, he's equalised on the counter-attack from my corner. But we've pretty much run down the other end, worked our way into the box nicely. And Douglas Costa, that man, again, is there to strike the ball. We're 2-1 up just before the half-time break. And we go into half-time break at 2-1 up. I need to work on my pass accuracy. I've noticed a lot of times this week that so far I've only had like 80%. And that's got to change. I've also noticed a lot of people seem to be playing on like high press, team press, high pressure, whatever it is. I don't really know. But is there something, has someone said something, has one of the pros said something that like you don't lose stamina if you use this or something? Because everyone seems to be like constantly pressuring me. I don't really get much time on the ball. I've noticed that a lot more. Like obviously some weeks there are super passive players and then some weeks you just get constantly pressed. So this is where I started to notice like button delay and things were happening, like little weird flick ups when there shouldn't. He should just take a touch and stuff. Passes didn't particularly go really where I wanted them to. They were under hit. First touches were bad. You can sort of see it in all of that sequence there. And then my opponent is going to go ahead and counter it. David Luiz's movement was a little bit bad. Son is there to knock it through to St. Maximan, and Joe Gomez positioning and movement was pretty terrible there as well. So we've ended up conceding a goal. I really didn't feel like I could do much about that, apart from maybe the lunge from David Luiz. Definitely can't do much about this. That's a strike. That is a beautiful goal from Kevin De Bruyne. I moved my goalkeeper like that much to block the over the wall shot, and then he hits that far post. Like, what a goal. Fair play. He knows how to do his free kicks, and he's hit that one perfectly. What a lovely finish that was. And that takes us into extra time, and I'm annoyed because I feel like I've had way more of this game. Feel like I should be winning this one, and we are going to aim to do that. So I don't know if I changed my tactics to go a little bit more attacking, but Ryan Kent and Figo certainly came on. And we get kind of lucky to steal that ball away. And then I felt like he was going to take the strike super late because of how delayed this game was. So I think I might have even struck it a little bit earlier to try and make sure that he actually hits it before he's too close to the goalie. And then look at this again. Jordan Henderson getting his shot blocked, goes into Ryan Kent, and we are able to get 2 goals with Kent in extra time to push this one to a 5-3, and it's looking great. And then, hey, why not make it a hat-trick in extra time for the Englishman? Neymar and Kent working really, really well together. And then you can just see this one opening up. So I hit a little RB cross, knock it into Kent, and we can go 6-3 up. That's game, right? This guy still, he decided to go high press and heavy attack, and he ended up getting himself a goal back. But yeah, like I'd already done the damage at that point, and we come away with a 6-4 win. That was Iosi Perez that scored that goal. Interesting. I've already submitted mine into an SBC. But I think, again, we did deserve that one. Like, we probably could have won that one in 90 minutes if the game just felt better. But hey, at least we come away with a victory overall, right? So I stopped there because I wasn't about to play in that delay again. I needed to give it a rest. It was like just before the La Liga TOTS was going to come out, so it was probably peak server time, which is, you know, why it goes like that, isn't it? But we do get another pack, and this was, again, just before the TOTS, so this was still when Prem TOTS was out, so it gave me my very, very final pack to maybe pack a Prem TOTS. And guys, you are not going to believe the... Oh dear. Oh dear. It's just a Sudamericana player. It's not a Prem TOTS. I mean, there's a Casillas and a Gertzer in there, but yeah, not exactly what you hope for, is it? So we move, but I don't even know if there was a squad fitness in there either, which is awful for a mega pack. Should be giving me loads. But yeah, that's gonna be the episode for today, guys. Let's talk about these little players now they're getting on so far. Red Allison has let in a few goals, but he's also saved me that one time. Wan-Bissaka, super solid. Really like him at the back. Joe Gomez, obviously a beast. David Luiz, fantastic. Alexandro, the weakest of my defenders, I will say that at this point. Jordan Henderson has been unreal. I love him. You know I love Neymar. You know I love Atal. And then Adama. Adama's been really good, you know. I've actually really liked him. Kovacic has been solid, I would say. I do bring him off, and I bring on Grimaldo, or I'll bring on Ndidi or something like that. But yeah, like, he's the weaker of the two between him and Henderson, obviously. Look at Henderson's stats. He's obviously way better. But I do rate Kovacic, and he has intercepted and tackled quite a few, like, stopping attacks from my opponents, which is great. But yeah, Adama's been fantastic. Really enjoying him so far. It's weird to be using that super sweat player from the start. It does seem to strike a little bit of fear into your opponents. But that's going to be the episode for today, boys. Do me a favor, hit me with that thumbs up. We're aiming for that 3,000 likes. If you can make that happen, you'll make my day. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. I thank you for that. And of course, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. The links are down below, everyone. Catch you later. Have a lovely day. Take it easy. Relax. Enjoy the sunshine if there is any. I know it's been a nice couple of days before this, but I'm pretty sure it might be a windy, horrible day while you're watching this. So if so, stay inside in your houses, playing games, staying healthy, staying safe. Have a great one. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.